I am Scott, lead engineer and owner here at Cammeck Equipment. Today we're going to be rolling AR called abrasion resistant steel plate. But before I go into it, I need to say that this video is not sponsored, endorsed, or influenced by any company, any political group, any association, or third-party entity. The opinions and demonstrations here that I'm showing you today are only my own, and this is for informational purposes only, not for any use. So previously I've shown in a video how to roll 3/16 steel plate using a roller just like this one into a fire pit. So that one was actually done outside, and I showed different types of motor adapters and motorization techniques. Anyway, we're just doing this one by hand, and this is our largest series of rollers that we make for people. This has 6-inch diameter rollers, and we have made them larger than this, so reach out. But anyway, today's roller, we're rolling 3/16 plate. We've had hundreds of customers over the years, and each of them has a cool story and great pictures and makes beautiful things, some really great artwork that we've seen from our clients. Anyway, I love hearing your stories and seeing your pictures, so keep on sending them. And always feel free to reach out. My contact information is on my website, and I get tons of questions, so reach out with your questions. But the most common question I get is, can your roller roll this? So this story started with a company that was making bulletproof vests. And so they use this sheet, which is a little bit thinner than 1/8 of an inch. And it's high strength AR plate. And they had a local company in their area build them a roller. And they actually kind of copied my first design. But it was not strong enough and it couldn't roll. So they reached out to me and I said, sure, send me some samples. So they sent me 2 samples. This is one of them. And I rolled it with my 2-inch diameter roller, which is the smallest roller we make. So I sent them some pictures, and then they bought a roller. And so they are today making bulletproof vests with my roller. So I don't know what specific grade this is, but I got some 3/16 thick steel. This is grade AR 400, and I know it goes stronger than that, but that's what I could get. So AR steel, as the internet says, is about 3 to 4 times stronger than regular steel. So it's going to be really tough. So I'm going to be doing a partial roll. I've got an 8-foot sheet here, but I'm only going to do a partial roll of it. And then with the other flat thing, we're going to be doing some strength testing. And we'll save that for another video. Every roller that we ship out to you guys gets one of these, which is a setup and user guide. So this tells you how to operate our rollers safely, how to set it up, how to prep your material, all the way through going back and forth, and then how to get it out if there's any special consideration for that. So just so you know, everybody's gonna get one of these. It's laminated, so it should last you a long time. And then the second, one of the most common questions I get is, why don't your rollers have ball bearings? And our setup is really good. And in fact, I believe that ball bearings would make this roller weaker. So ball bearings put pressure on these little tiny balls or rollers, which go around and make it roll really smoothly. But the surface pressure of those little rollers is pretty small. And the way we've designed it is you have the center bolt and the actual frame of our machine act as a bushing surface. And we've got it dialed in really nice. And so we think it's stronger than a ball bearing. And in fact, when they roll real nice, like this, I would say it's almost as good as a ball bearing. So anyway, we are going to set this up and get rolling. So I'm getting this set up, and you got to get your material perpendicular to your rollers, and then start applying pressure on the center roller. And what I remember from the previous roll, which was more than a year ago, of rolling this stuff, is that it had a lot of spring back. So there's no real method that I know of on your first roll is you just put it down until it's kind of tight, and as you roll, you're actually yielding the steel. So you need it to be bending the steel a little bit or medium bit. Anyway, here we go. So I put some pressure on the rollers before I started the video, and I put a whole bunch of turns, and this is almost perfectly straight still, which means that it's just flexing underneath this roller. So then you just keep applying pressure. So as I've said in other setup videos, you need lots of oil or grease on your bushing surfaces. So as you can see, now this helps to demonstrate the strength of this material and its springiness, ability to tolerate some bending. This is the curvature that it's rolling out at, and this section is unrolled, as you know. But all of the rest of the flexure of this is just pure from the load of these center roller bolts. And we have to go beyond that in order to actually permanently deform it. Well, we've definitely curved it. We've got only about ½ an inch over a foot. So we're going to keep going. We're at about 7/8 of an inch of bend over a foot, which is a substantial amount of curve, but depending on what you're making, you might want a little bit more curve than that. So we're going to keep going. Now we have about 1.125 over 12 inches. So that's a nice amount of curve, but I'm going to keep going on about half of this. Alright, so now my standard compression bolt size is 4 inches long. And so when your rollers are in an outer position, you're limited in the amount of flex that you can get. So we can get longer bolts, but this is something you'll learn as you roll various strengths of materials in different positions. And so because I started with it almost perfectly level, this bolt has maxed out, and this bolt is, I can see it's touching the top of my compression area. And so now I'm going to take it out. And so after at least 6 or 7 turns of loosening, now we'll see if a drill can do it. That's even quite a bit of load in low gear. To show you, the compression bolts have a dome on them, and that dome still looks almost perfect. So it's a little bit goofy of a shape because I overbent the center area to about 1 3/4 inches over 12 inches of curve in the center area. So there you go. Send us comments, send us questions, tell us what you're making. Let us know if we can roll something for you, and stay tuned for a strength test of this later. Thanks for watching.